What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to the third podcast of Truth Be Told. If y'all haven't watched the first one or the second one, stop what you're doing and go back and watch those first two. I'm telling you, we're getting somewhere with this, getting a lot of feedback, from everybody, and I do appreciate it. And I'm going to continue saying it in each podcast. I'm trying to please y'all. I'm trying to make y'all happy. So continue sending in some ideas or what y'all want to hear, what y'all want to be talked about on the podcast. And I promise we'll talk about it. We don't care. This is kind of a podcast that we talk about anything and everything. We don't care what we talk about. We don't care if we hurt anybody's feelings. We try to keep it PG as far as what happened in the first podcast and what we got back. A lot of cussing. Second podcast, I went over it, watched it. It went down a lot, but there was still some cuss words that need to be blurred out. But it's just in my vocabulary. That's literally all I talk about. Everything I have in me is about cussing. I don't know why. If there's not a cuss word in at least one sentence, then it's not me. So it's a hard time being like at work or I'm talking to somebody like official, super official. Facts. Then it's like I feel like I'm not myself whenever I'm talking about at work. Dude, you just blared at work, bro. Yeah. Whenever you was in front of that grandma today and you said the F word, you dropped the F bomb, I was like, dude, chill out, bro. I was like, come on.
It was a bad day, though.
It was an awful day. Yeah, we're going to start off talking about our day at work. So, as you know, it's the weekends. We never get off on the weekend. We will never get off ever whatsoever. I mean, we have to request it off just so we can get it one day of the weekend off.
Which is pathetic.
But everyone drinks. All of my friends drink at least. So we had a very rough and long night yesterday. And woke up this morning to Brandon being absolutely trashed and couldn't talk or speak. He was very disoriented, so he had to call off work. And he was supposed to go and work at 11 o'clock to open up the store and do all that nonsense. And J-Bo was there at 11 o'clock exactly.
With no Brandon.
Brandon, I was with Brandon the whole time. We stayed at Garrett's house last night, and he just saying, I'm not going to work, dude. Can't do it. I'm disoriented. And I was like, all right, well, I go in at 12, so that's whenever I'm going to be in at work. And I don't care. It's not my fault. I can't get in trouble for being at work at 12 o'clock when I'm scheduled.
Facts.
And if I do get in trouble for it, you know what? I'm quitting on the spot. I don't care what anybody says.
I'm already quitting tomorrow.
I'm already quitting tomorrow. Yeah, J-Bo has a interview tomorrow. Hopefully we get one of them out of the house or out of the work because honestly the place is getting worse and worse.
We're trying to get us all out.
If
you guys blow us up with this podcast though, then we wouldn't have to worry about this stuff.
And if you blow us up with a podcast, we won't really have to worry about getting job interviews anymore because I won't need a job interview. But we're starting somewhere, all right? As long as we're consistent. Yeah. We always got to be consistent. And speaking of being consistent, you kind of got to do things every single day to be consistent, to get in a routine. Oh my God, I can't speak like you last week. But I heard that it usually takes about 4 weeks to get in a actual routine of, going to bed early and then waking up early. If you do that for 4 weeks straight, then you're pretty set, going to bed at like 10 p.m. or as early as like 7, which who goes to bed at 7 p.m. at night?
My grams, but yeah.
Well, older people go to bed, or people who have like real life jobs.
Yeah.
I don't know about 7. 7's kind of early.
That is still really early. My grandma's still, I don't know. I got one grandma that's a night hawk that she's like 4 in the morning, hardcore. Like she's not going to sleep until 4 or 5 in the morning. And then my other one's like,
it's time to go to bed.
It's 8:30. Okay, it's a little late.
I gotta go to bed. Exactly. It's getting too early. I hear the birds not chirping anymore, so I gotta go to sleep. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I was down at my grandparents' house, whenever I was younger, they would always go to bed at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and they got up at the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah.
Which I'd never understood that, which I guess old people, I guess they have like
4:30 in the morning, going in, making their coffee, going out on the front porch, drinking their cup of joe, then going back in the house, and then it start whipping up the breakfast. It's 5:30 now.
They've probably done that for years. And they formed a routine. And they've just done it for so long that it just becomes their natural everyday life. So if you want to be consistent with something, make sure you do that constantly every single day. Or like if you want to do YouTube, or if you want to do TikTok or post on Instagram, like if you want to get clout, and you want to get big, you have to be consistent with something constantly. It don't matter how hard it is for you. If you're going to set your heart deep into something that you want to do, you have to be consistent with it. With like working out or eating healthy, you can't eat healthy 2 days a week and then eat junk food every single day.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's not going to change anything at all. You're not going to form a routine. So just pretty much be very consistent with what you do. Do it every single day. The thing that you're trying to achieve, or like the goal you're trying to achieve, just do it every single day, and
Never
then you'll
settle.
Yes, exactly. Never settle for anything. I'm to the point where I get tired and bored of doing the same stuff every single day, and I don't like settling for, if I'm working, like I'm happy with where I'm at work, but I'm not satisfied with where I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? Like I always expect something more. I always want something to be more there.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's also why I just don't like settling for like the small things. I'm not happy with my pay. I'm not happy with like doing the same single thing every day.
Just going on and getting more. Like, I don't understand how someone, we talked about this earlier today, how someone can stay at a gas station, or no, I'm not throwing any shade.
Yeah, no shade thrown to absolutely anybody. I mean, if you're happy with what you're doing,
because that's what's key. Is
as long as you're happy.
It's like how can you work at a place for 5-7 years and you're the highest that you're gonna make is $9.50 an hour, $12.50 an hour. Like
I get that you can say that you're happy with that, but I'm not happy with making my pay, let alone getting paid the minimum wage.
Yeah,
and for a job that's that shitty or that awful, no way, that's not for me. I'm not selling for that. I want something.
I have goals. I have so much more that I want in life that I don't know, that I don't think that anyone should ever settle or be content. But then that also goes on to talk about, because I get this a lot, is, Jordan, are you chasing too much? Are you not giving yourself enough benefit of the doubt, enough, put a little you time in there. Like, don't always be chasing the check. Don't always be chasing that goal to get to the top as fast as you can.
Right. Because no one said, like, there's a straight line from point A to point B. There's never a straight line for you doing anything. There's always going to be bumps in the road. There's always going to be jagged roads. There's going to be twists, turns, loopsies. It's never easy unless it's handed to you. And I've never got anything handed to me. I mean, I've got treated nicely, but I have never got anything just straight up handed to me knowing that I'm going to be set for life. You know what I'm saying? So did you say, can I hit that?
No.
I was
said I get that.
I get that.
Go on. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I didn't mean to cut you off. So with what you brought up there, do you feel like that you get lost sometimes trying to chase those dreams or chase what you're trying to reach?
And it really starts to getting a little deep, but
this whole podcast is going to be about deep shit and stuff that is heartfelt maybe sometimes. I don't know why, but we're kind of in our feels this week, and I feel like a lot of people like talking about stuff deep from the heart.
Because everyone relates a little bit.
And I feel like this podcast can be more relatable to a lot more people as well, and try to get their attention to stay in the podcast a lot longer. Yeah. So with going on to what I brought up to you and what you mentioned, being lost, do you feel like you get lost sometimes?
Without a doubt, and it starts to like put a toll onto like, well, man, like, now it's you're doing this, and you haven't got there, so you're failing. That's how I start feeling. I start getting down on myself, and I'm like, man, like,
feel like there's a weight on your shoulder.
Like, I'm not gonna get to that big goal, to get that big house, get that really nice car, get in it, like, and a lot of people could relate to that and say, okay, but it's like, I don't know, like, you can really go into detail with this, and just, I really don't know how to describe it and go into it even more.
I mean, you're on the right path. Like, I get what you're saying 100%.
Like, I'm not trying to cry on the podcast, that type of stuff.
We don't want no babies on the podcast, big dog. We don't want no babies on the podcast.
But for real, like, I don't know, like, you can do too much, and you can put too much on yourself. And that's what a big damper and a big part of depression, where a big part of that starts.
I feel like you're chasing something so much, and you feel like it's not even there for you.
Yeah.
But then, if you feel like that, then maybe that's not the route that is meant for you to go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you feel like you're doing something constantly, and you feel like you're getting no results, or you feel like you're getting nowhere, then maybe that route is not for you. Maybe you feel like...
again, not trying to cut you off, but I think what a lot of it is a lot of us just go on to do the same thing every single day to try to get to that end goal, to try to get to that top place. Just
the most basic stuff.
Yeah,
like the bare minimum.
Not the bare minimum per se, but like just not changing the routine up. Not putting yourself into that. Going and working out can change that up. You have something else to put your mind on.
Instead of just waking up, going to work, coming back home, going to sleep, waking up, going to work.
And just chasing the check. Instead of just doing that, put some time in for you, for yourself.
Exactly. I read this thing, I think that Elon Musk posted. There's 180 hours in a week or something like that.
Yeah. And
a small portion of that is working, so 40 hours a week. You have 40 hours a week working. You have, I don't even know what you have the certain amount of hours of sleep,
which is like the most, I'm pretty sure.
And then you have the certain amount of working out, and that still leaves like 40 to 60 hours that you have of free time. And it said, go out and chase your dreams. He said, go out and stop being lazy. And I was like, dude, I never looked at it like that, because we don't even get 40 hours a week. We get 30, 27, 25, whatever. So I still have more time to go out and start chasing what I want to do, but I don't. For me, like, I want to do stand-up comedy. I try to post... Like, I start doing this because I'm really loving the podcast, and it seems like a lot of other people are loving the podcast. So I'm putting more time into doing this because I love doing this, but I need to put more time into something that I actually want to do. And I have a crap ton of hours that I could be doing it as well, but I'm not. I'm wasting it on sitting at my house, playing the game, not doing nothing. If I want to be successful in life, and if I want to be where I want to be at, I got to start putting in more hours, more time, and that goes for everyone else watching this podcast. If you feel like you're in a drought, or you feel like, oh, I want to be an internet star, or I want to be a model, or just pretty much like the dream that you're chasing, and you feel like you're not getting there too much, put in more hours of what you want to do. If you feel like you have no free time, that's bullshit. Calculate the hours. Elon Musk is probably one of the smartest men to walk this earth in today's society. And he said it straight up, that you have like 48 or however many hours left in your day to go out and do something, and you're wasting it by getting drunk or smoking weed or just sitting at your house being on your phone. Check your screen time. I guarantee you everyone's screen time is probably anywhere from 7 hours to 10 hours a day. I guarantee you, because all you do is constantly on your phone. You don't do nothing but be on your phone 24/7. You're swiping on apps, going up and down, checking all that. If you want to do something and follow your dream or chase your dream, start now. Start today. Which that's what I'm going to definitely try working on a lot more.
Yeah.
And that's what I have been trying to work on with just these past few weeks, is just doing something or putting in more time with shit that I actually want to do.
Yeah, something you enjoy. That's what I'm saying. It's just like putting stuff in there. Like, obviously you got to wake up every day and chase that check. But at the same time, put something in there that you like to do. Switch things up a little bit.
Do something different. Yeah. If you feel like you're in a constant routine, do something different. Go out for a walk. Doesn't even have to be anything bad, or you don't have to go on a hike or anything. Go to the park, go down to the river, enjoy the nice, beautiful nature flow of the water. Listen to the birds sing. I don't know, just try and find peace or something that's very peaceful to you. For me, I like going and walking in the woods, not like trails in the woods like Shawnee Forest, or just going to a lake and just hearing the water splash, hearing birds chirp. Just being outside in nature really makes my soul at peace. I don't know. I feel very peaceful whenever I'm alone.
I love nature, bro.
Yes, nature is so amazing, dude. And I feel like a lot of people take it for granted, like it's just outside. But I don't know. I've smoked weed, and that's whatever I realized. That's one thing that it's very peaceful to me is being out in nature.
Yeah.
I don't know why I fall in love with nature, bro. I swear.
No, I do. I agree. I love that stuff.
But half the time I'm at work, so I don't really get to enjoy nature. I mean, whenever I do, it's for an hour in the day, but that's okay, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
still
it's
something new.
different.
It's doing something new. Just go find and do something new, even if it is just sitting outside in your back porch and just meditating. Meditating, you can meditate. That's what I thought meditating was, just sitting, which I guess it is, but I guess you could just sit there. I guess you focus on your breathing. That's what it is, focusing on your breathing. But whenever I thought of people meditating, it was the...
Exactly. Yeah. Something that I want to go on, I want to talk about now, and I want to ask you, do you think that, like, talking about people who, like, who chase so much and they go on to do too much, that type of stuff, do you think you're able to read people's body languages? Like, do you think that, like, whenever I come into work and it's a rough day, can you tell it's a rough day?
I can definitely tell from the first 5 minutes of a confrontation. I can definitely tell the day that somebody's having just by seeing them instantly. And you can read people and pick up on people. But yes, I definitely think that I'm able to read people from their body language or their facial expressions of even what kind of day. Even over it's kind of harder to read somebody over text. I have
hurting a little bit.
Yeah, dude, my back's gonna be. I'm about to head to the chiropractor tomorrow over this podcast, but I don't know. I like this setup, but over text, it's a lot harder to read somebody. I think because there's no expression. It's just words.
Yeah.
And you don't know if they're happy or, I mean, like, if they're giving you short responses, yes, of course, then something's up. But, I mean, other than that, like, it's very hard because if you saying, like, yeah, it's been a good day, they could be really happy and it's been a good day, or they could also say, yeah, it's been a good day, and they're having a shitty day, and you just don't know because you're not with them. Having a face-to-face interaction with somebody,
10 times better.
That's how you can tell that that's how you can tell from their body language of what kind of day that they're having or how they feel.
I agree with you on that, but I can also, I'm not saying like I start talking to someone within a first, like, say I'm texting them for a week. Like, I'm not obviously going to be able to see how this person is or read this person, but over time, 2-3 weeks into it, I start to pick up on things and I start to see how interested they are into having conversation.
See, that's how I'm. It's hard for me to find out if, like, a girl's interested in me over text. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I've talked to girls and I haven't known if they were interested in me at all. I mean, they probably could have just, every single one of them could probably wasn't interested in me.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe some of them are interested in me, but I'm not able to read it because it's like, I look for, like, compliments. I feel like that's how you know if someone's into you, is if they, like, give you compliments. But I know a girl's not quick to give you a compliment all the time unless you guys are, like, dating or something like that.
I get what you're saying.
100%.
Even then, I mean, I don't know. Your girl doesn't even have to compliment you every day to realize that she's into you or anything like that.
Right. I mean, if she's, I feel like maybe if she's snapping you first in the morning, telling you, like, good morning, and she's snapping you back really fast, or she's trying to figure out stuff about you, not like getting to know you, or like saying as little as like, how is your day going, or like, did you do anything fun today, or stuff like that. I guess that's how you can kind of tell that a girl's into you as well.
Keeping on a conversation at the same time, and you
not being blunt. Oh my God, if you like a guy, just fucking tell him. I'm sorry, I had to cuss. But if you like a guy, just fucking tell him, or just give him compliments, because guys like me need to know. I'm tired of playing this short answer game and not finding out if a girl's into me. Damn it. Please, for me, for the guys like me that don't know and can't pick up on stuff.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Back to what we were saying.
He's starting to get really into it.
Yeah, I'm pissed off about it, dude. I'm pissed off. The bucket hat's coming off. The flow's coming out. No, I've got to put this back on.
It's a look. But no, I get what you're saying. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like I'm a social person anyway, so yes, I go on to put a lot of the conversation. Like I'll be the one to go on so much, and I'll keep the conversation.
I try to keep the conversation going. Yeah, I try to find out more about them
than so much to find out about me. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Look at me, dude. You got a hair on you. I gotta get it. That's a long woman's hair. Let's throw that out. You didn't see that.
Love it. Okay. But for real, that's a good topic to be on, and we just kind of summed every bit of that up with that.
I feel like we definitely nipped that in the butt for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully they understand. Hopefully more people understand.
That goes vice versa. Like girls want to hear this stuff too, for real. Like I mean, there's guys that are. Not everybody's as cool as us. Not everybody's going to keep the conversation going. Not all dudes do that, and that's dude. Tell her how you feel. Yeah, that's a huge part of it too.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I'm an upfront in person. Like I'm a straightforward person.
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say. I like getting out. Like, I'm not going to tell a girl I like her and I'm interested in her after a week, dude. You can't tell that you're interested in somebody after a week. You can't tell you're interested in somebody unless you hang out with them. So, quit the short texting and texting for 2 months and go hang out with the people, okay? Just straight up. That's how you find out if you're going to be in a relationship with them. You got to hang out with them.
Or if you even like them, you don't even got to want to date this person. Exactly. They might be a cool cat, and you might just like to
be friends with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least go out one time. If you guys are talking and you're trying to pursue a relationship with somebody, go on a date with them just one time, and I promise in one night you'll be able to tell if you're interested in somebody. I have went on plenty of dates with people, and I have not got back with them the second night because I didn't think that girl was going to be fit for me to be in a relationship. And I told him straight up, like, I don't think that we can be in a relationship because of this night of what we did and how we talked and how it went. I don't think that we could be a thing.
As long as you're being you and, like, that I've realized that, too, with this whole, like, process over the past few months. I've realized, like, a lot of people don't try to be them whenever you first hang out with them.
Right.
And I don't like that.
Straight up, no.
I don't like that. Bro.
For me, I'm always going to act how I am with my boys, no matter what. Because
LT acts the same way with everybody. Like, he's going to just be himself. I'm kind of like the same way. And
J-Bo's 100%. I've seen him hang out with women, and he has not changed up how he acts, how he talks. He doesn't try to be shy or anything. He's literally straightforward, outgoing, does the same stuff what he does with a girl that he does with me and our friends. And I'm the same exact way. You're not going to find out if you're interested in somebody if you're going to be hiding. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
You woke Coda up.
You're playing. Sorry, Coda. If you're playing hide and seek, you ain't going to find out. You're not going to tell if you're going to have a good time with them if the guy's not saying a word to you or the girl's not saying a word to you. And then 5 months down the road, you come to find out you talk 24/7 and you don't shut the hell up. Like, be straightforward and be yourself and don't try and be someone else that you're not because of a person. No one's going to like a fake at all. No one's going to like a fake. I don't like a fake. And like Jordan said, he's realized that people over the past months, they try to act different and they don't be themselves. And I'm not going to like somebody that is not their self 24/7. That's why I think me and Jordan get along so greatly because we have the same personality and we don't switch up.
One person answers to this and they're like, maybe you guys should be gay together. Right there. All right.
We're just best friends, dude. We're brothers. Obviously, you haven't had a special connection with one of your best friends like this, then obviously they're not your friends. I have this type of connection with every single one of my brothers. Yes. Like, literally, we all have this certain connection that we all get along with, and we have that same interest. That just clicks.
And that's how I want my relationship to be, too. Like, I want my girl to be able to come over, or the girl I'm talking to or whatever, to just fit right in and be able to vibe and talk to and just feel like herself, be able to be herself around everybody. Because
that's how Brandon's girlfriend is. That's how Adam's ex was. That's how all of them, like, Alyssa's just like that. Amanda's just like that. Like, she's able to fit in. And I've hung out with girls with them, like with my friends' girlfriends, and she acted shy. She didn't act herself, and she didn't act like it was her. And I don't want a girl like that. Like, I want to bring my girl over the first time and them just to connect just like that with all of my girlfriends, like, or all of my friends' girlfriends.
Yeah, no, I
got
that.
so many girlfriends.
I'll go ahead and a little shout out to the ex there, because the ex that I had, she was not that bad.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say that. She was not that bad. But things happen.
Yeah,
Things
whatever.
go on. It's life. Anyways.
With my ex-girlfriend, she was great, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't matter. But I felt like there was a certain distance there. I felt like that I was always honest with her, but I felt like I want to be more upfront and like I want to talk about more stuff, because I've been afraid to express my feelings and not talk about how I feel about certain stuff, and I just hid it, and that's why I felt like a lot of the reasons why we didn't hit it off. Yeah, I'm terribly distraught. That's why I feel like we didn't hit it off and we're still not together, because, you know, there was that stuff that I felt like that we couldn't talk about, or I didn't want to talk about it because I was just too scared to talk about my feelings. So that's mainly what I've been working about, is just express how I feel a lot more so we can communicate. Just communication's key, and we didn't have that certain communication point in our relationship. So, I mean, that's what I'm mainly looking for, someone that I can be upfront with and be hands-on, communicative. I think that'd be the word for it.
Sure,
maybe is that even a word?
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm just looking for someone that I can talk to, as not like a girlfriend standpoint, but as a friend standpoint, as a best friend standpoint. Let's talk about things. Let's talk about the relationship and how it's going, or let's talk about like my feelings and how I feel about certain stuff, or how you feel about certain stuff.
Facts.
And just
I'll say this now. I've realized that one thing is I don't know if you've ever realized this, but girls meeting new girls, like having my girlfriend over, and then other girls coming over into the room, like say you guys bring over Brandon brings his girlfriend, and she brings her friend, and
Jinx. Yummy Coke.
He got me there. I'll sell you a hat. But anyways, it's like competing. It's like, well,
no,
I don't look as good as them.
Yeah, I feel you.
I
feel you 100%.
I didn't know that I was supposed to look that
dress
way.
up. Yeah.
I didn't know that, and it's not even like that person was even dressed up. They just start to really doubt themselves.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I don't feel like guys do that as much as girls.
Yeah,
honestly,
100%. I feel like girls are not necessarily judgmental, but what is the word for it, man? I feel like they're self-conscious.
Yeah,
I feel like they're self-conscious whenever they see other women, and like whenever their man's around another woman, I feel like they automatically assume that they're not pretty enough. He wants to be with them instead of be with me because of the way they look or the way they dress. Like, to be honest, like Drake said it perfectly, dude. I like a girl that's sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, other than chilling with a girl that dresses up 24/7. We're just sitting in my bed and she has a full cake of makeup on, dressed all like we're about to go to a 5-star restaurant. Like, I'm not into all that, dude. I'm really not.
I get
and
that.
If I wanted to be with another girl, I would be with another girl. I'm with you for a reason. I'm in it for the long run. I'm in it because I love everything about you. You know what I mean? I'm not in it because, oh, this one girl just is at a party and she's dressed way better than me. Like, I'm not into all that. I don't give a damn how you look, how you dress. As long as you're totally into me, I'm totally into you. Nothing else is going to change that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried how other people or how other women are around my girl. I got my eyes set on one girl and one girl only, no matter how many women are around me.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that was a really good one to be on. And I don't know, like, I'm not just throwing shade to girls or anything like that for being that way, or to say that they're all that way or anything like that, but I've definitely noticed it.
Definitely picked it up. I've picked it up on a lot.
I'm not just saying, like, oh, my ex was that way, or my ex was that way. I'm just saying people that I've been around. We see a lot of people in Hibbets. We've picked up on things like that. And
for our girl listeners out there, if any women are watching this and you can be like, oh yeah, this is 100% me, like, don't worry about that shit. I'm telling you, your man's gonna be with you for one reason only, is because he loves you and he's only into you. He's not worried about the other girl. Coming from a guy's standpoint and being in relationships before, I don't care. I really don't care about other women if I'm with one girl at all. Whether they look, dress, same shit that I just said. So just try and work on that. I'm not saying change completely or how you act. Just work on the little stuff if you can relate to the topic that we just talked about. Ooh, I just burped again.
Oh wait, on a real note though, we have not done this yet. We gotta show my pups off.
Yeah, no doubt.
Pups off.
We gotta wake them up from a deep sleep.
Waking them up. Look how cute these are. Look how cute these brothers are. His tongue's up.
This is Coda.
And this is Brutus.
And I can't believe we went 3 podcasts without trying to introduce them
dude.
once.
They're slumped right now. Look at them.
I know, they're too tired to even worry about it. But say hello. Hi.
There we go. I think after getting out of a very long relationship and everything too, after I got these 2 dogs, I think that was something that was freaking awesome. And I have another friend that can relate to this same thing. After he got out of a really long relationship, he ended up getting a dog. And dude, I don't know what it is, but it's just like,
bro, because your dog is a man's best friend, bro.
Yeah.
I truly believe that 100%. I had a dog one time, and I was so connected with this dog. Like, honestly, I loved it. Dogs are shit eaters anyway, but dude, you just get this special bond with somebody. Like, I have a dog, Laren, right now. Love her to death. But my old dog, named him Brutus, just like this guy. But I had a special connection with him. I loved him. He was great. Whatever, ran away, maybe. My dad let him out. Pretty sure my dad let him out, and then he just never came back. Got ate by coyotes. I'm pretty sure that's what they think.
Or he just took him down the road, dropped him off, never told LT about it.
I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, I just had a special bond with Brutus, and whenever I lost him, I dead ass cried. Seriously cried. And I've never cried over an animal before. And whenever Laren dies, I will probably bawl for weeks. Because we got Laren whenever my grandpa passed away. Hence the name Laren. Just named her Larry with an N, which is, I don't know. But we got her whenever my grandpa passed away, and she's about 6 years old, I think, because that's whenever my grandpa passed away. It was about 6 years, about to be 7 coming in December. And whenever she passes away, I will not be happy for a while, for sure, because I'm so attached to this dog. And she's a shit eater as well. Literally, she is a shit eater. But there's something special that Laren is that I can't compare to any other dog that I've had, for sure, 100%. And I feel like you have the bond with these dogs, and as they get older, you're going to be able to tell
I can already tell, they look at me like, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, don't hit us, Dad. Dad, we shouldn't.
They give you when they do give you the puppy dog eyes. Oh my god, I hate when dogs give me the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
There's just something about it whenever they just look sad. They look down at you, and then they open up their eyes even more, and it's like, this dog is the cutest dog ever. Oh my god.
Yeah. I just beat the shit out of you 2 seconds ago, but I'm gonna give you a hug now.
I just whipped you and threw you outside, and now you're looking at me like, why'd you do that to me? Yeah. And then now I feel like a piece of crap for doing it.
Exactly. We can get off the topic of dogs. I just had to show my dogs. I'm sorry.
Because we all dogs around here. We got 4 dogs in this room.
I like that one.
So what do you think is easier, to love somebody or to hate somebody?
Ooh.
I told you this podcast is going to be heartfelt all podcast long.
I think, personally, that it is easier to love than to hate, and you're probably going to disagree with me.
No, I'm going to 100% disagree with you on this, but explain to me why you think loving somebody is a lot easier.
Okay, I think that whenever you're able to, because we've talked about this before, like we said before, if you have not watched our previous podcast, go watch those previous podcasts.
But if you got this deep into the podcast, just continue to watch it.
Of course.
But go and watch the other ones after this.
So being in love with somebody and then just loving somebody, you can love somebody and pick up that connection of just like, oh, like, man, like, we've only been like texting for 2 months. We've hung out a few times, but I genuinely love this person. Like,
can you love somebody after texting for 2 months
and hanging out with them and stuff? Yeah, you can have I'm not saying like I'm saying being in love with somebody and
loving somebody. I think love is a strong word. I would say care about them more than love after 2 months.
But that's why I don't think that's why I think that. I think love is a...
You're the type of person to tell a girl you love her after a month of dating.
Shut the hell up. No, it's not like that at all. Like you can... Because there is a difference. There is a difference in saying, like, I love you and I'm in love with you.
Yes, exactly.
And, I don't know. I just feel like you can pick up on things like that. And you can say, I love this person. I don't hate a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't hate nobody at all. Like, you shouldn't hate. And I would say hate is just as strong word as love. But I'm going to say, like, I think I can hate somebody easier than I can love somebody.
Why do you say that, though?
Because love is such a strong word.
Yeah.
And I don't just want to be throwing out love to every person. You know what I'm saying? I can care for a person strongly. I can care for somebody, right? Yeah. But I can hate somebody just as easier than saying that I love somebody. Like, if someone crosses me, I don't care about them at all. Someone does me wrong, I don't care about them all.
So you mean you hate them?
I would say yes, 100%. Yeah, if someone would to cross me and it hurt me, I would definitely say that I would hate them 100%. Like, I don't like them. I don't want to be around with them. I hate them with a passion. If someone does something wrong to me or my family, I hate them. But if someone does something wrong to me or does right to my family, I don't love them. You know what I'm saying? If someone does something good for me, I don't love them at all. It's not easy to love somebody. But if you do something that affects me and it harms me in a bad way, like, I would say that I hate you. But it's a strong word, very strong word. I guess dislike. I guess the word should be dislike somebody, because
I guess instead of love, it should be care. But that's why that's a good topic to be on, though. And I don't know. Like, we're gonna get into some deep stuff right now. All right.
Stay tuned for the deepness of the deep. Jordan.
Okay.
Roll.
So,
action.
With the way that I have lived and grown up and everything like that.
Kobe.
Missed it. But I will say that I don't wake up every day and think, like, dang, dude, this is about to sound so bad.
Say it.
I don't wake up every day and say... You're not going to be able to relate in any single way. Like I said, this is just because of the way that I've grown up. Yes.
Personal.
I can't say that I love my family. I can't say that I love my mom. Like, I love my dad. My dad's always been there for me. Well, my dad's been there for me now. Like, he's there for me now. My mom, not so much. She's not. I can't say that I love my mom. Like, I don't. I feel like I've proven myself to the point where I haven't received it back. So it's like, okay, like, why should I love you? Mm-hmm. But I'm also not going to say that I hate her because it's my mom. Because
whenever you needed her the most, she wasn't there for you, and that's your mother. Like, your mother, if your mother isn't there for you whenever you need them, or your father, then, and you gave all this effort after all of these years to put your heart into them, your time, your effort. It's just, you get to a point where, why should I be putting out this much effort when they're not showing it to me back?
But I'm not gonna say, like, I would say, like, I mean, I still, because whenever you love your parents, like, you're supposed to love your parents. I don't love my mom, but I love my mom.
Yeah, it's your mom. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not going to ever say that I hate my mom. Or I hate my mom, because I don't hate my mom. Like,
I'm picking up what you're putting down, dude.
And that's why I've said, like, I think it's easier to love instead of hate.
Exactly. Okay, so we kind of got two different sides of love and hate, and if you think like something, if you think that something's different, or you want to put in your input, just drop it in the comments and let us know how you feel about it.
Or text
We
us.
wanna
I know
know-
that we'll be receiving texts after this one.
Yeah,
so
100%. 100%. So just let us know how you feel for sure. I mean, we'd really like the feedback. We really want to know how you guys feel about some of these topics that we're giving to y'all. And you can let us know. We don't care. We're definitely coming here with open minds, open hearts. I mean, if you want to talk about some things, we don't care to take the time out of our day to talk about other people. Maybe you guys are in a rough spot. Or maybe you just want to have a conversation with somebody. We're definitely down to speak and to talk. We don't care. I mean, I love meeting new people. I love talking to new people. I love going out and meeting new people. I mean, it's fun.
How do you feel though? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I get into this too much, so much with like my life. Like, I don't necessarily talk about my life as in a bad way of like I want people to feel sorry for me.
Yeah, but you've definitely had your times, but you fought out of it.
Yeah, like I try to show that there's always a better thing. There's always much more.
Yeah, there's always going to be something better in the end. That light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to reach the end of that tunnel sometime in your life, for sure. Whether it's today, you somehow just wake up with the best news of your life, or in a week or a month or a year. If you're going through times, just stick with it. You know what I'm saying? I guess is what I'm saying. Just stick with it.
I hate a person that's like, dude, I've talked to so many people, and it's because I am an easy person to talk to. I've talked to so many people, and their first thing is like whenever they start to talk about how they're depressed or how they're going through things, it's like, I wish I was dead. Like, why be like that, bro?
Yeah.
Don't be that person.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Not who I'm talking about. Not who I'm talking about. It's like what I'm talking about. I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
I don't know who the hell you're talking about. Okay, because the way you said, like, I want to be dead, like, there's one person that popped up in my mind. One person.
Yeah.
Because the way you said that, I was like, ew, because that sounds like something that person would say.
Yeah.
Literally straight up. Just being over-exaggerating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe people is going through some shit, but I wish I was dead. Or I don't want to be here anymore. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why
don't go
say
and
that?
tell someone that. You can talk to people about your problems and you can get over those problems.
But don't tell somebody straightforward that you don't want to live anymore. Like, I jokingly say, like, shoot me in the head, but I don't mean shoot me in the head. I want to be dead.
Whatever you're joking about is the thing. Like,
it's just an exaggerating of what time I'm in. Because I probably said shoot me in the head, kill me, I don't want to be in this life anymore about 50 times today at work.
Facts.
But I don't actually mean shoot me, I want to be dead, kill me, this life sucks. No, it's just the time that I was in. But don't be straight up blunt like
we
this
understand.
life sucks.
Like, I mean, everyone goes through something. I mean, even people. I'm not in college, but college you've experienced this. I've been there. You can be feeling like you're doing so much, and it's like it's just not enough. I haven't got to that point yet to where I feel great about my life.
Yeah, I'm
so
sad
why am I doing this? Why am I doing anything? Why am I living?
Everything can be a why.
Yeah.
But make that why a can. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Ooh,
good.
I just made the greatest quote of all time. Make that why a can. Let's put some merch. Let's make some merch. Let's get big. Blow this damn podcast up, and I'll make some merch. 100%. I got it all lined up. Quote: make the why a can, dude.
Facts. And I got a mannequin and everything with it.
Got a mannequin? Oh my god. I need a sponsorship deal. If there's any sponsors out there or like business owners watching this, sponsor me. Please. I'm begging you.
Get it on the bucket hat.
Truth be told, will be somewhere near you someday. Just please.
Probably not, but hey, we can shoot for it.
No. Make the why can. All right? We can do it.
I said probably
it will be somewhere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It will be.
I got high hopes for this. Like we said earlier in the podcast, all we got to do is just be consistent with this.
Yeah.
And I think we'll make it somewhere. But, I mean, I'm having a good time, let alone us getting 300 viewers, us getting 5,000 viewers. I'm going to have a great time doing this, even if we have one view on a video, dude. This is absolutely fun, and you learn a lot. You talk about a lot, and going back to me saying I'm trying to get my feelings out there more. I'm trying to talk more about my feelings and not be such in a shell. Doing a podcast really makes me talk about how I feel and some things that's in my brain that I want to talk to somebody about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, without a doubt.
So I mean, I'm gonna keep rolling with it, dude. Be consistent, and we'll be straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Be consistent, and you'll be straight. If you was to change one thing about you, yourself, your life, what do you think you would change? Just one thing, not two. Just one.
I would say.
Dude,
I don't know. I'm pretty awesome.
I'm pretty awesome. No, you're definitely awesome. But I feel like there's one thing.
Yeah,
that
everyone's got something that they can change and they could work on. And honestly, like I said, it's me not. I've talked about it earlier. It's not letting myself get to that point where I'm chasing too much and not giving myself enough time for myself to just go do other things. Like. Right. I focus a lot on others and like how they're doing and then what their happiness is, and on top of chasing the check, on just like I feel like I don't know how to describe all of this and put it into words, but it's I would say that's it. It's just me just
worrying more about yourself.
Yeah, just like making sure that I'm not doing too much. Because if I'm doing too much, then I'm not going to be happy in the end. Mm-hmm. And that's what I could change. Okay. That's what I could change.
Okay, very nice, J-Bo. Very nice, very nice. I think one thing that I would change about myself is just me being a procrastinator. I feel like I start projects and I don't end up finishing them in the end, or I set it aside and wait 4 hours to do something or something like that. Like in my house, I have a calendar, and my calendar literally has dates from December. I have not changed it at all. I have not even looked at it, like wrote on it or anything. So I mean, like I feel like that could be something, just little shit like that. Or whenever I do like my comedy stuff, I haven't done comedy since October. Done an actual show since October, and I can't. I think the last time that I wrote comedy was probably in like January. Whenever I was in Vegas, I was writing comedy down there a lot because I was trying to go to open mic nights, but everything was closed down there. Whenever I got back, I stopped doing comedy. I've posted a lot less comedy videos on my Snapchat. I do it every so often still, but I want to be able to do that more, post a lot more of my comedy. Yeah. I'm just putting it aside, pretty much putting it aside. Yeah. So that's one thing that I wish I would change is be more consistent. I wish I would be more consistent with my work. As far as like comedy or
a lot of the stuff that we talk about is stuff that like we've dealt with and we go through and we see that we need to change, and we realize that others are like that too. So we're like, we don't just do these podcasts because we're talking about us. We talk about everything going on and everything,
literally
like
anything.
Everyone.
A lot of podcasts, they talk about a sports podcast or a sneaker podcast. I want this podcast to be more of talking about every subject that there is to talk about.
That's every human mind
any topic.
Goes and thinks.
I guess what your human mind talks about, or like your self-conscious talks about, or what you think, how you feel.
Because everyone does in some type of way. Everyone thinks the same. Everyone thinks like you're going to have that same thought as someone else, or you're going to feel the same way.
And we're actually going to talk about it. We're not scared to talk about it. And we're not scared to talk about shit that others are scared to talk about. Yeah. Because like I said, and I'm going to continue to say it throughout these podcasts, I don't care what I say, and I don't care what we talk about. We try to keep it PG. It just died. That's a shame. That's awful. Nicotine's dead. Now I'm dead. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. I'm very tired.
Yeah, me too.
I got here at like 9 o'clock. Maybe a little later than 9, but it wasn't 10. Yeah. And it's damn near 12 o'clock, and we're just now about to finish the podcast. Yeah. We've definitely, today has been one of the most draining days that I've ever worked, for sure.
Stayed an hour and a half past.
Yeah, we closed at 6 o'clock, and we didn't leave until 7:30. All right, we just got a text right now, so we're gonna try and finish up as soon as possible, but my buddy Cade just sent in, who's more influential, AI or LeBron. I'm pretty sure AI, not like skill. So, not as far as like the basketball world or anything like that. Who's more influential? I'm pretty sure Allen Iverson or LeBron.
Who are you answering on that?
Cade. Cade just
no. Who are you answering with? Who are you gonna say?
One reason why I'm gonna say LeBron is, one, I don't really know about Allen Iverson that much, like, and the stuff that he's been like influenced and the stuff he's done outside of basketball. But LeBron, I mean, he started that school. You know, he's made movies and stuff like that. He talks. He does all kinds of stuff on like the society that we are today. And a lot of people hate on him because they think he's just a basketball player. Like that thing with shut up and dribble that went along a year ago and stuff like that. Like, that's not just their lives. They're not just a basketball player. They're not a robot. They don't sleep in the gym. They don't live in the gym. They don't shower in the gym. Well, they do, but the gym is not their home. They don't just wake up in the gymnasium and then go play basketball and then go back to their bed. Like, they have a life too, and they have a voice to talk about, and they have so much shit that they can do for other people in the world other than just basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I will say LeBron as well on that, just because LeBron, for what he's done, LeBron's the type of guy that he's going to always like be that motivational guy.
Yeah.
Whenever AI's that guy who's like, what is practice?
Yeah.
I'm skilled enough to do it. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And to a lot of people, it's like that's where it comes into play. Like, I mean, if you're that good, you're gonna say, all right, like, I don't care who's in front of me. Like, I'm going to beat your ass whenever you're in front of me. And you can go on and say that about life. Like, I don't care what task is in front of me. I'm going to go and I'm going to beat your ass in life.
Facts.
But with LeBron, you can say, well, he's the best to do it because of what he's done. And, I mean, he's arguably one of the greatest to do it.
And he takes that outside of his game. He doesn't care. He shows other people in the world that he's not only a basketball player, but he is a person, and he does great things for other people. And I've grew up watching LeBron since I've been little. Like how everybody had Kobe, watching Kobe, and how everybody had Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain. The decade and the year that they lived in, that was LeBron to me. I grew up watching LeBron from the time that he was the first time at the Cavs to now. I mean, I've watched him form as a person and the shit that he's done. I just feel like he's been a more influence to me, and he's been more of an influence to tons of people around him other than the basketball world. I don't know. I don't even
that was a good one. I don't
think too much of like LeBron and Allen Iverson on that standpoint.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that would be more so of like a LeBron Kobe, because I would say like Kobe, that's who I grew up. I was a huge LA, like that was, my family was hard on Kobe.
Yeah.
So I watched him form from 8 to 24 and like that was, I don't know.
Insane.
Yeah.
Crazy. Rest in peace, Kobe, for real.
Facts.
Rest in peace, Kobe, for real. So, a random fact for the day. Cats have fewer toes on their back paws than their front. I didn't know this. I just learned this today, honestly.
Dude, I didn't know that.
And I read it. So on the front paws they have 4, and on the back they have 3. And I was like, dude, no way. I need a cat right now. I need to look at a cat. I wish I had a cat, but
I want to see my dogs.
no, dogs are the same. Maybe the dogs are the same. Sorry, Coda. No, they have 4 as well. 4 on the front, 4 on the back.
Yeah.
Wow, I need to see a pussy right now. I need to see a cat, of course. And a question to think about for the week are, what are some of your biggest fears? We want to know these. We want to know these questions. Didn't get a lot of comments on the last video. I don't even think we got one comment on the last video. So please leave comments. Like, say something. Say hi. I don't know. I want to hear some people. I want to talk to some people, but definitely want to know what your biggest fear is. And I want to know what your biggest fear is. Actually, I never asked on the last 2 podcasts about a question to think about for the week, but on this podcast, I want to know what your biggest fear is.
think it's everybody's. Death.
You know, honestly, I don't fear death.
Dude, I get that with
I do.
Some people. Trey's the same way.
I do trip out on it. I trip out on death.
Yeah.
Because no one knows what life after death is. But I believe in God, and I do believe there's a heaven. But there's always that second guess, like, what if that's not it? But I would rather give everything I have into, like, I would rather have faith and find out in the end and have, what was the saying? It was, why believe and do that, and then you come to find out and face God, or you die and you find out that there is no God, whatever. You have nothing to, or you have everything to lose if you don't believe in. Oh my God, dude, I don't remember the saying, but it was amazing. It was like, why give your all for something and then in the end come to find out it's not true and have nothing to lose because you devoted your life for this. But whenever you don't believe, you sin, whatever, blah, 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 and you come to find out that heaven is real, then you have everything to lose. You know what I'm saying? So I got that backwards.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If you don't believe, whatever, and you come to find out that heaven is real, you have everything to lose. And then you get sent to hell. But if you don't believe, or if you do believe, and then you come to find out that heaven's not real, then you have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there we go.
I think that's pretty deep.
That is
I think that's, I read that post on Twitter a few years ago, and that just clicked in my mind. But that's it's just, I don't fear. Yeah, definitely want to hear your guys's. I don't think I fear death. I trip on death.
Okay.
Because dying's, I don't know what it is to die. Don't know what's after, and I don't know how, and I don't want to feel like it is to die. But I know if I die, I at least know that I'm going to be happy doing what I love with life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, live everything to your fullest.
I would say my biggest fear is falling from heights.
Dude.
Free falling is the scariest thing ever, dude. It's like whenever people get on ledges and stuff like that,
you get those
high up in the air, bro. Like whenever we was walking on that ledge, that 20-foot platform, dude, I was tripping out because like free falling is so scary, and you just plummet to the ground, just die.
I literally get like this like tingle in my feet.
Yes.
Like no matter
everything, I feel like my feet are so heavy, but my top half is so light.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I get.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's weird. It's the weirdest thing ever.
It's a trip.
It's very trip. Very trip. Yeah, but I think free falling from heights. So that's why, like, whenever people take risk and, like, hang from buildings or hang from, like, a pole and you're thousands of feet up in the air, like, that's not for me. I don't even like taking those risks. I don't want to risk that. I don't want to fall because I'm scared of it. Like, I won't do that.
Yeah. I get what you're saying with that.
They take stupid risks.
I wouldn't say that, like, I don't know if I'm scared of heights or if I'm
not scared of heights. I'm scared of falling from heights.
Falling from heights.
Falling,
okay,
free falling. Yeah, I'm not scared of heights. You know, whatever. That's roller coasters and stuff. That's fine with me. Being 32 floors up and looking out, that's fine with me. Being at the top of a fire tower, you know, that's fine with me. I don't care. But falling from those heights is not fine with me.
I get what you're saying.
It's not fun.
Okay.
I think this is going to wrap it up for our third podcast of Truth Be Told. If you tuned in, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. Show it to your grandnanny or your grandpa, daddy, or your sister's brother's cousin, or your aunts and nephews and uncles, whatever, everything. All right, peace.